Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They run here with a second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year. An open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. ETN once more. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. ETN will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, Everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Wilson, incomplete. Well, this game, the 9th that the Jags have played here in London. You might know that Shad Khan, he's the owner of both the Jaguars and Fulham in the English Premier League on the soccer side of things. And this is the 3rd of 3 London games the NFL will play this year. But there is one more game to come over on the continent, the Seahawks and Bucks from Munich, Germany. The first time a regular season game will be played there. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and the Jaguars are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far, and that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
They'll start on the ground, ETN. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Lawrence to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On third down, here's Etienne. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 7-7, our score after one. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They'll still have a third and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long fourth and goal. The kick by McManus is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
The kick by McManus is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field spot.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. The kick by McManus is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Lawrence to throw. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he's got room. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point now by Boswell. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Second half starts with a run by Etienne. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll run with Etienne. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Lawrence will throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Lawrence. He completes it to Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Handoff running left is Etienne. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
And able to find Kirk complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for the 1st and goal.
And they'll run with Etienne. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get in it. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
When you're thinking about your opening drive in the 3rd quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
Wilson gonna throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Another tote for Etienne. And some room to roam now. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 78 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Odell Beckham, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at work.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to take possession of the